All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Materia D&D, where we play D&D our way. We lower the jungle ambiance. Technically, you wouldn't be hearing birds at this time of the night, but hey, whatever. Uh, we're back at part 2 of session 165, where the Crass Menagerie managed to escape the clutches and presence of a fey dragon-like creature, which my players know is a Jabberwock. And CeeLo seemingly has heard of these entities before. Uh, its presence unnatural, its burgling sound, its strange visage, all the things seem to attack everyone's senses, making it very difficult to act as they wanted to. Al having been strucken down by Cielo under the effects of um, such an effect, uh, manifested the Mangler essence, the Mangler spirit that dwells within his Mangler's mask. Um, but the Crass Menagerie, thanks to Davis, is swift commands and belief in his companions, managed to get everyone back on their feet, strike down the Jabberwocky, uh, give an opportunity for Ben to take advantage of its vulnerable state and shunt it into a pocket dimension for a brief respite, getting everyone affected by freedom of movement and guided by Cielo, working with Ben, who has Find the Path, booked for 2.5 hours, still being stalked off to the distance. They could hear the sounds of the trees cracking under the gargantuan weight of the Jabberwock, the unnatural burgling roar once in a while from thousands of feet away, seemingly aware of where you are, seemingly keeping its distance. But the menagerie did make it to semblances of ruins. When they get into the ruins proper, they see large stone-like columns of structures, archways, stairways. Most of this ruins has been reclaimed or in the process of being smothered and suffocated out by the jungle vegetation here within the jungle of the open plains. They've made it. You've made it to the location, Ben. You feel that relief of your find the path spell, indicating that you've made it to where you understood your friends are and where they should have a contingency of the Heralds of Exploration and the other individuals that were here doing research and studying. It is dark. You don't see too many light sources, but you do see off in the distance an individual uh, holding like a torch, just kind of looking out, apparently on watch, but they didn't seem to notice your group as it is dark.
Okay, I'll make sure everyone knows that, and then I will. Where's it at? I will do a sending spell, my last third level, and let the people that I know here know that we're here.
Okay. Uh, Pew Lamb, 14, Opal, who you targeting? What are you saying?
Um, Pew Lamb's the leader, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give or take. So I will
Yeah.
target Pew Lamb,
Okay.
and I'll say it's the Crash Menagerie. We've arrived in the ruins after a very large and arduous journey. Don't shoot us. XOXO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was like, oh, oh, good. Took you guys. Don't shoot you. I'll get the gourds ready. We celebrate. And then you hear, after about a moment, I would say after about 2 minutes of just kind of staying out in the darkness, kind of where the individual is, you see a figure just leap out of the trees, landing next to uh, the individual with the torch, and you recognize the insectoid body with the large samurai-style hat. It seems to be 14. She she lights up her own torch and then begins to just kind of wave it in the air, seemingly not being able to notice y'all's presence. But as you guys, what do you guys do?
Oh. That was cool.
I
Glad to
let them
see
know
some
we're.
friendly faces.
Well, hold on. We don't have the bond, do we? I
Mm-mm.
let
No.
know here should be safe.
Good.
So as you guys approach forward, you get into light. 14 sees you, and you see her the soft smile, uh, still looking, keeping attention to the surroundings. She says, "Uh, hi, good to see. Uh, please come. We stay uh, inside."
Thanks.
And she'll guide you. And the individual that you see is a probably of half elven descent, um, kind of a rather a thin individual in brown clothing to kind of match the environment. Seemingly, it's one of the heralds that is out here. I just happened to be up on the watch. Just nods to everybody. Hi, hi. And then he'll take the torch and kind of watch you guys walk by with 14 and just continue staying on his outpost.
This
And as you're
Pew's
brought in,
Lamb around.
he is he sleeping, but got up because heard message.
Yeah.
So and she looks to you guys. Uh, you okay? I see, and she sees like you're still covered in the the remnants of like all the blood and all the things. Well, it has caked off and washed away somewhat in the motion, and all that. There's still patches. Injured?
Little. We'll be. Just give us a evening and we'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I said inside. Good shelter. So, awesome. It's good to
So
see you
you're out on
all.
you're on watch, right?
Yes, I'm just getting you to Opal and the rest of people sleeping, and then I will go back on watch.
If you see a big, gangly, dragon-looking, weird, goofy dude, mostly just hide. Uh, but I don't think it followed us.
Well, she she doesn't know what you're saying, so she just kind of like awkwardly laughs. Funny. Uh, you could insider check her if you want.
Yeah, and also I'm like like you know how someone like lasso what they think is a joke and you just kind of like stare at them like no I'm serious like
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing. Insight check.
yeah,
Ooh, pretty good. 23.
yeah. She legit doesn't get it, and then you give her the stare, and she's like, "Oh, I have not seen that here. Okay,
Good. Don't. I hope you don't.
got you." And she, because she's got the two
If
set
you
of
do, it's
primary
not a
arms,
joke.
secondary arms. Got you. We take shelter if it comes.
Yeah.
Uh, so she'll lead you guys in, and you'll see you go kind of down. Like there's stairs up, but then there's stairs down, and you're in this relatively. Well, it must have been another like pretty, rather beautiful ruins or structure before it became ruins. There's various detailed glyphs and scrawlings amongst the walls. There's painstaking detail depicting different animals, shapes. There's too much to absorb all at once, and a lot of it is either worn away based on the jungle's interaction with it, or perhaps other types of damages, and of course, animals and nature using this as a home or a refuge. Um, but as you guys step forward, uh, Pew uh, steps out, gourd in hand, and says, "Hey, anyone thirsty?"
Oh yeah. Get me ahead of that.
And he just tosses it to you.
Oof. Thanks.
So, I'm not gonna wake up everybody because people are resting. Good to see you guys. Uh, yeah, it's good to see you guys.
It's good to be
So,
here. I thought we were gonna be get here a little sooner, but oof, we made it. Um.
yeah, I get the, I get the sense that y'all difficult trails.
A little bit. Yeah, there's some pretty nasty things in the jungle that didn't really like us. So,
I mean, there's a lot of things in the jungle, but glad you guys made it through.
oh, speaking of,
Uh,
we have that. It's kind of a spray that we. I think it was Opal was asking because she was getting bit by insects. So, which it
uh,
works. It works pretty well.
well, I mean, she's hunkered down,
Yeah.
and he kind of points, and you see this little dome that on the exterior matches the architecture loosely here, um, but it is like a perfect, half dome.
Yeah.
Al, you recognize it. Most of you guys would recognize it. She's been sleeping in there, so the bugs don't,
Ah, smart. Smart.
Yeah. And I mean, she's been kind of really busy around here helping, using her talents, so she's probably just out. I'm sure she'd want to see you guys, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure she wants her rest.
What is it? I mean, can't she not leave it or something? That's Al's like grounded to it whenever we ever
Yeah, it's
do it.
weird. It's like when she steps out of it, it
Yeah,
like
it's like whoo.
folds or something.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Um, but
Cool.
hey, welcome. I guess we'll do a proper introductions to everybody in the morning.
Yeah.
I think you saw Luke out there with
Oh,
14.
is that his name? I don't. Have we seen him before? I don't. Maybe.
No,
Oh, okay.
he's unique to this.
Okay.
He's been here for I don't know how long this team's been here, like 3 months living out here.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's actually just one of the heralds. Some of the other uh also are the protectors are also resting.
Okay.
But they seem to have trained some of well, they seem trained a lot of them to understand what their roles are. So they're not entirely useless. And
Good.
yeah.
Speaking of rest, oh man, I think we could use it.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we don't actually have extras. Hopefully, you guys,
We got bedrolls
seem to
and
travel
stuff.
with
We
your
just need a
stuff.
spot. We just need. Yeah. We just need places to
That's fine.
set up.
By all means. I mean, find a space. There's a couple extra. I mean, we can get you. I can get you a couple torches, and we can put them in some makeshift sconces, and you guys can kind of get to one of the. I guess it's like a little side room that no one's using.
Okay.
We got some of the food crates here that are. But I mean, it's up to you guys, or you can just find a spot if you want to mingle with everybody. And you see like there's a bunch of like tents kind of sprawled out through here. There's a bunch of uh, crates and burlap like sacks, and they seem to either be for supplies or maybe unique things gathered through here. It looks like a lot of the stuff is already packed up and pretty much ready to go.
Interesting.
Uh,
Real quick.
Karos, just you looking over it real quick, Karos. Going to be hard to move everything through a jungle.
A lot to move over a lot of foliage.
Yeah. Go ahead, Davis. Sorry.
I was gonna say real quick. What am I sniffing off of? Whatever flask or thing that Pulame gave me.
Uh,
Is it like grain alcohol or like, what are we talking about?
it's grain. It's definitely sharp alcohol, but you get a bit of a pleasant chamomile scent to it.
Interesting. Okay. Huh.
It's like an infused alcohol.
Gotcha. Interesting. Little, yeah, a lot of place in the jungle, but that's fine. You don't want to. You need to be reminded where you are, and it's a little taste of somewhere else. It's nice.
I mean, it still burns. It still burns good.
Yeah.
So, oh, glad to have some familiar faces here. Yeah, I mean, if you guys had some troubles, there's plenty of creatures that call this place home. There's some nasty little, I don't know what you call them, hunters around here. So we just have to keep our diligence. But I mean, if you guys are tired, we got people on watch.
Good.
get your rest. And we'll make arrangements to get moving here soon.
So we're gonna be taking all this stuff.
Now, we gotta convince them to only take what they think is absolutely important.
Right.
I mean, you'll meet some of them. This place is interesting. It's all about cheating death and prolonging life and escaping the binds. It's interesting.
Okay. Maybe in the morning. It's hard. Head swimming.
Yeah, I mean, half the time when they're talking, I just look to Opal and just if she's nodding, I'm good.
Yep.
So, oh, you can hold on to the gourd. I
Oh,
got plenty.
damn. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I mean,
for the
I'm sure
night.
he's got. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate
All
it.
right. So, yep, y'all get comfortable. Uh, so yeah, y'all are able to set up sleeping arrangements as best as you wish. Um, with that, rest is something you guys can take. Is anyone doing anything besides resting, or is everyone just eager to zonk out?
Zonkin, I guess.
All right,
I'm ready to zonk out. I'm almost tapped out of
Yeah,
spells.
for real.
all right,
I
that's
am
that's fine.
going to use my psionic recovery
Okay,
and short second wind just in case
gotcha. Okay,
we get
go
anything
ahead
else
and roll
tonight.
that all that extra healing because it's actually scalable. Second wind. If all of you that are injured, if you wish to, go ahead and patch. Go ahead and use a healer's kit charge to patch yourselves up. You guys got plenty of rations from Tabards or Ofuma. I can't remember who got you the rations if it's Tabard or Ofuma. But go ahead and everyone mark off a ration for the night, so you guys are able to get the benefits of a long rest. And then we'll have you guys take a long rest here. Uh, Rest comes relatively quick to you guys just based on the fact of the extensive journey that you had. There is sometimes during the night you guys do wake up kind of finding yourself kind of slapping a biting mosquito or some sort of biting insect. Not terribly, uh, as it does seem that they do keep some of the while if there are some fires here, they do keep them low, but it's enough to kind of give that smoldering smoke, kind of ward off some of the bugs. But sleep is a welcome refuge, and you guys are um, you guys are able to hit a long rest button if you wish.
And do all our all
Uh,
our ripping our
yeah,
charges and
now
stuff.
go ahead. Y'all do all of your equipment stuff, set your things. Just let me know what you guys are doing. Make note of it. Get your portents. Get your nirvanas. Um, see if Karos gets any of his hit die back that he can use.
Got
You get
3 back.
Grok. Remember, you have 3 portents now because you're level 14
Oh
in
yeah,
Wizard,
that's right. So what was
and then
my
you can
three and then my variable?
re-roll one of them
One's
thanks to your
good.
boon.
Damn. 1 and
Oh
2
gosh.
17s maybe.
Yeah, so you have 17, 17, 5, and
Yeah.
1.
We'll do 117.
Okay, so just go ahead and mark
Lucky
all your stuff down.
13.
Lucky number 13. Hell yeah. Okay. Set your totem, Davis.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Ooh, I don't remember what that is.
set your command styles
I
for
think that's
the.
charisma again. Let's see.
Alright.
No, it's wisdom. Oh, the good one.
Alright.
One of the good ones.
Nice. Nice. Um. So allow you guys to keep doing it, but as morning comes, um, you instinctively, based on the hard days of travel, and honestly, only getting like one good night's rest since being at the choke as well. Your bodies want to rest and stay asleep, and you guys are all kind of brought up to consciousness from the sounds of just the heralds, this community of explorers moving and being active, and you hear them pulling down tents, moving the burlap sacks, checking crates. There's just so much ambient noise that all of you eventually just kind of get stirred from your sleep. As you do rise, you'll see that the canopy is a lot less dense here, and there's ample amounts of light that are able to pierce. And this place is gorgeous and a very, if you're familiar with like Cambodian ruins, where there's a lot of detail and a lot of fine intricacies to the architecture, but it's so overgrown and so reclaimed by nature. It's sometimes hard to tell where the ruins stop and the nature begins. Uh, you you see that there's three individuals over a cauldron.
Hags, kill 'em.
Yeah, of course. Uh, and they do seem to be like stirring something and getting. And there's a simple, like a smell of like a porridge, almost like a grits, being cooked. Uh, and as you guys kind of rise, that kind of helps, encourage you guys to raise up as well. Um, Rock, as you are getting up and kind of making sure all of your things are in place. You hear the light footsteps approaching you. Hey,
Oh, I was unmuted. Cool. Hello.
it's Opal. I'm trying not to hate you.
Are you in my head again?
No, I'm behind you, dummy.
Oh. Hey. Sorry about that. I.
She kicks you in the
You
shin.
know, you caught me by surprise.
She kicks you in the shin.
Ow! Ah!
Yeah.
Ow! Rude.
That's, and she does like a little pin, that's but a little bit of how much my brain has been burning trying to find you guys.
Hey,
What the
no, but
hell?
wait, well, hold on a second, and I'm gonna send a bite her ear. But I will leave it up to you whether Pebble does or not.
So Pebble bites her ear?
Yeah,
Sure.
she kicked me in the shin. I want Pebble to bite her ear.
Pebble tweets over, lands on her shoulder, and gives her a soft little eat, but not as aggressive as you were kind of hoping.
Yeah, I glare at Pebble, picking favorite.
Pebble tweets, flies back to you.
Yeah.
What on the 11th happened? Like, I don't get it. I've never encountered something like where I was like trying to reach out and no, it just burning pain.
Yeah. Want the long.
I need details so I understand what's going on. It's good to see you. I'm still mad at you, and I could honestly use your help moving things.
Well, gosh. So we were looking for. We went through the jungle, and then we found some ruins, and then there was a fight, but the fight went okay. Although we almost lost Al, and then there's a bunch of random people that Ben saved, which was really weird. But like he totally like brought people back from the dead. And then we jumped down this waterfall and ended up in a different plane. And then like I don't know, there was this.
Backtrack real quick. Backtrack. Did you guys run into the the cannibals? Did you deal with them? What happened? I don't have any details. I'm literally no. We parted ways.
Oh gosh, I don't remember. Did we deal with the cannibals?
Yeah, you did at the
Blood
That was
temple.
like way before all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the day before.
I'm like, oh yeah, that was no problem. That was save those people. That was sorry, I skipped some. So yes, dealt with them, saved some people. continued on.
Yeah,
to
to
said
the
ruin and
ruins.
everything.
Okay.
Then we were on this different plane, and I'm trying to find my notes, but what was the name of the guy? The
Sculpted Echo? Oh, the Hendecolite.
The Hendecolite and the Sculpted Echo.
Yeah, the Decolite. And there were all these different things, and I had a key, and
Wait,
then
you
because I had
said
to,
Hendecolite? The guy
yeah.
that.
Does that mean anything to you?
Why are they involved?
Well, because we jumped off the waterfall.
Wait, you found.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
like
you found like one of his things?
we found some stuff that said do these things, and they were like, hey, this thing, place and did the things, and part of it was like take a leap of faith, and we're like, hey,
But
cool, this is the place. And then we ended up in this the Hedecolite's home basically, and I had a key, and which apparently made me a hexadeca somebody something. I don't know. He thought I was special. I'm not special. I had nothing to do with it. It was just a damn key that I found on the ground. I want to be clear, I'm not a hexa anything. I'm tired of people
do you mean you're not a
calling me
Hendeca
things.
anything? So you're not part
I'm
of a
not.
cult?
I am not part of a cult.
Okay,
But
because
I mean, he
you
thought I
realize.
was. So then he told us about how like these were portals to everywhere, and we just had to like figure stuff out. He was really weird. Like I didn't like him. Mostly because
So
he
so
told me
so you were in another reality. You were in another dimension, and then you found more portals.
sort of, kind of, yeah, things connected, and then Al was like, hey, like here's the signs, and we're gonna portal our way out of here. But it didn't go well, and we ended up in in fiery land, and that's probably why when you tried to read, you got a headache because we weren't in a good.
Fiery land. What's that?
Uh,
You're just forgetting what it's called as the player.
yeah.
The
Again,
choke.
I'm trying to like my notes.
Yeah, choke.
The choke. Yeah, I was like, simple. Let's say scorch.
Oh.
The choke.
Oh.
Yeah, the choke. So we ended up in the choke.
Okay, that explains. I guess that maybe makes some sort of sense about the burning and the coughing when I tried
Oh
to
yeah,
reach you guys.
everything we like, all the magic we tried to do there, I was. It was miserable. So now we're here, and then we found this knight, and he was to deal with the gatekeeper, close the portal so that the choke was no longer the choke, and everything went back to normal. But he died, but then he still talked to us. He died a long time ago, but somehow was still able to talk to us and answer a bunch of questions. So we dealt with that, and then I planted a bean because everyone was arguing over his stuff, which he
Because
gave
of
us.
course you plant a bean. Oh, what?
Yeah, so I was like, hey, you guys, I don't want anything here. I'm just gonna plant a bean. And then when I planted a bean, this giant beanstalk just like exploded. It hurt. I don't want to plant any more beans for a while. And then that beanstalk made it so we had to fight everything in the choke because like it was pretty obvious what was going on. But then after we managed to survive that, which was crazy, we found the portal and we did everything we needed. And like very confusing, but the guys were on top of it and closed it. And now I have this, and I'll show her my little marble friend.
Uh huh. Oh wait, you do
Kelly.
have two of those now, huh?
Yeah, see, I got two. They're like a matching set. Apparently, there's more of them. But yeah, so I got this, and now we can like teleport places. Sort of. I got the ability to do. So the choke's better, and you know, we can go places now between me and Al. And so then we went back to taverns to just like refresh, and that's when you sent me messages. So I was a little distracted. There's so much things to do there, and I had my sloth friend. I don't know if you know my sloth friend. I have a sloth
Okay,
friend there.
okay. I don't. Okay. Rock, rock, rock. That's a lot. I appreciate it. You look like you're in one piece. That's good. I just don't do that again.
Well, but like we achieved a lot of good. It's
No, no,
kind of
no.
what we do.
Not that. You're an idiot. Don't make us worry like that again.
Oh, I don't know if we would have been able to reach you through that. Like you said, like you were getting scorching headaches, so, and we were in it. So
You're an
like, it's
idiot.
not like we were like,
You're an
hey,
idiot.
let's go to
You
this
don't get
place where
it.
magic can happen and everybody gets headaches. That was an oops. And we
Alright.
couldn't get out of there because our magic wasn't working, and Al was not able to get us out of there.
She,
So then
as you're
we had to go back
mumbling,
in.
she just kind of walks up and just kind of hugs you. Like, she's so
Oh,
much taller than you, just kind of hugs your leg. Said, "You're an
uh,
idiot. You don't understand what I'm trying to say. It's good to see you. You did a lot, but now we have a lot to do here."
yeah. Well, a day off might be nice.
I'm sorry,
It's been a
it's
lot.
not in the pages for us.
I mean, we've literally just fought a dragon creature.
A what?
I don't know. It had claws and jaws,
And
and
a tail that whips?
yeah,
Big eyes?
yeah.
You just see her like close her eyes and like this annoyed, like concerned yet annoyed sigh. Get your friends. They're gonna want to see this.
I'll just straight out just man, man, my brain is like not working. What's the spell called? Because I use thaumaturgy.
Okay, yeah,
I shall thaumaturgy and just straight out yell, Crass Menagerie assemble!
yeah. She takes back as it's out loud. That's another way to do it. Alright, you guys hear Rock's voice kind of crack through, and you guys are not super far away from each other. You're in a kind of a more a 500-foot area on top of this ruins. And as I'm
Morning.
okay,
Hey, Opal.
hi,
It's
hi,
it's
hi.
Opal. They found us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told her our stories, kind of, sort of, mostly.
Great. Good morning. It's really good to see all of you. Rock went on and just word vomited a lot. I tried to follow. Glad everyone seems to be okay. I need to show you something down in the ruins.
When she says that, I look at Cielo. He throw up? Rock, you sick?
No. Word vomit. Talk a lot. Blah 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 blah
Oh,
blah.
yeah. And Ben will do a knowing, just nod. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a foreign concept for
Blah blah
Cielo.
blah 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 blah. He just again. And Cielo jumps and says, "All right, lady. Show us the good stuff then, I
Yeah, what do you
guess."
got?
And she'll kind of walk you down, and you realize that the lot of the structure is down. So these stairs lead up, but then there's a lot down, and like you see, um, scaffolding set up in wood scaffoldings and ropes and nets to assist people to get down into the dig sites around here. And as you go down within this temple area, this ruined area, you'll see that again this painstaking detail and excruciatingly small pieces of stonework and intricate carvings of animals and fairies, symbols and flowers and nature all kind of weave this tapestry of stone here. Uh, keep carrying you through, and she will take you to a chamber not very deep in, and you see on the wall to the in front of all of you, almost like superimposed, kind of coming out of you, almost a carved likeness of a very lanky, alien-like serpentine creature with folded wings, a whipping tail, exaggeratedly large claws, bulbous eyes, and a long neck with buck teeth in its jaw. Something like that?
Very much like that, yeah.
Alright. Cool.
What do you know about it other than
Yeah,
that's what it looks like?
it's an immortal guardian.
Yeah,
We're in
probably.
a we're in oh guys, okay. Um I'm not even gonna bother. They're busy. So the heralds here, I've been taking notes and I've been trying to keep up with everything that they've uncovered and try to help them put their theses and theories and just hypotheses all together and everything. But everything points that this place, a long time ago, was established as a homage to two of the elementals that came together in a union and got jiggy with it, and mortal life came about. This place is a place where you, it looks like people try to cheat death, try to prolong life. Uh, it's it might be the seed of, or one of the genesis places of mortal life here on our world. You, you guys are not following. Okay.
You lost me at Jiggy.
There's 6 known elements. There's the 4 that everyone knows about, and there's 2 that people seem to forget about. Fire, wind, earth, water, right? That's easy, right? Those are easy. Everyone's familiar with those. But there's actually 2 others. There's spirit and decay. They make up the 6 elements that kind of work together, and any combination of those can spark into something different. Anyways, life and spirit and decay came together. Spirit and decay created life, or moral life. At least that's what the temple is indicating. I don't know. It's weird, but ah, yeah. Um, and it looks like this might be where some of the first people came from, and there might be the reason why this place was so interesting is that there might be clues and secrets to that, to where all of us originated from, or at least our super great ancestors. It's really cool. It's really fascinating, but that looks to be something here. Like, she points to the Jabberwocky. I mean, it looks like it was left with an eternal protector. Ah,
Why controlled by beasts?
I
Right.
don't think controlled. I think it was left here to protect secrets, maybe?
But came when called.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's
Who?
other things that these shape-shifting things that were summoning it. They were able to shapeshift like druids do, kind of, where they became other kind of beast-like forms.
Okay. Okay, we haven't. I don't think I've run into anyone here like that, but okay, that's good to know. And they attacked you? Is that, or
Oh yeah.
they? Okay.
Well, one was in a sort of dog form that was just like running around us, and we were, as long as it wasn't messing with us, we weren't gonna mess with it. But I think it was just essentially, corralling us into its friends.
Oh, that's devious, actually.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And then when
I
we
don't.
and then when we had
I
them
wouldn't.
under control, that's when they started chanting and summoned the big guy.
Okay. Well, so I don't know. I don't know who you interacted with. I'm sorry. I don't know why they were able to summon it, but it does. It's a kind of a good thing that it's not here. because it's allowed this team for months and months to just research. Maybe, I mean, this place is old, and if the Guardian is as old as this place, I mean, maybe it patrols. Maybe it lost its purpose. I don't know. Maybe they managed to work something out with it. Oh, that is very hard for me to understand.
Maybe danger, Cielo say, can find us.
Right. Supposedly,
Okay.
if it is tracking us, it will be able to find us.
Okay. Well, that's more reason for us to hurry up and.
Yeah. But I mean, I
Okay.
will say that was midday yesterday, and we're here, and we haven't, as far as I know, your scouts haven't reported anything like that, right? So.
Evening yesterday. You guys were already fighting it.
Oh,
We're
was
just
it an
getting.
evening? Okay.
Yeah. The transition of the blue fey corals means it's nighttime.
Oh, okay. I thought that was more like an environmental effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Oh, which also Karos, your
Oh yeah.
syzygy is sun now, or not moon. Sun. So technically, when you hit it, I should have made it roll a wisdom
Yeah.
or an intelligence save to see if, but I forgot. My apologies.
I
Would have
did
done it
too.
at
I
this
thought
point.
about it after it was done when we
Yeah.
were running away.
Be like, I'm holding something, but it's invisible. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, we just gotta, I guess, light the fire under these people's bums and get them moving, because we're already wanted to leave, but when we got word that when I managed to get hold of you,
Yeah. If we become a
we're gonna
danger to you
hold out.
guys, obviously we will get the fuck out of here, and then we'll take care of ourselves.
Okay.
But
I mean, okay. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Um. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Um. I mean, if you guys just start helping to move some of the bigger stuff around, start. You guys got skills. You guys got talents. You know where to put yourselves to see where you can help. Um. I'll check with Pew and see how much longer. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna talk to Victor and see
how are you transporting all
how
this
much
stuff?
longer he needs to get his people to get out of here.
Like, what do you have to
Just by the say, what was that?
So what do you have to transport all this? People just carrying this on their
Uh,
backs? What do you got? Vehicles of any kind?
vehicles here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a long, many week hike out of here. Slow. We're gonna be lucky if we travel like 4 miles in a day.
I'm gonna look at Rock and Al. We use magic transport.
Certainly could, right?
I get Shining Spire. Rock Al get and kind of look at him wherever.
Um, I mean, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not the most adept with the teleportations, but if you guys have means, I have ways to make things a lot lighter. I have ways to conjure things to help us move things physically, though. It's kind of my specialty, gravity and
Oh, cool.
manipulation. But I'm not, unfortunately, I'm not capable of long distance travel like you guys.
And I'll be like, well, I do 3 per day, um, 6 people.
That's great. People's great, but we need, I mean, we got to convince them to what they're taking. They have 3 months of findings, and I know some of it can be left behind. But it sounds like
Now,
some of the stuff they're pretty. Victor and his team is pretty convinced that it's important.
so Adam out of game. It
Hmm.
doesn't specify weight. It specifies people. So I'm assuming they can't be over encumbered.
Right.
Yeah, they I would say that they're able to like hold on to something, right? But they're not going to be able to like stack up crates, just like
Yeah.
bam
Exactly.
somebody
Well, I
there.
was saying like they're not going to be able to exceed wherever their strength is. First off,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I'm not, and I'll explain that to her that weight not problem, longest can hold.
Okay. Well, that's great. Listen. Actually, all right. Let's just see if you guys. I mean, any help. Oh,
But
maybe.
you say 3 months, we can do faster with teleport.
No, no. Yes, not 3 months to leave. Probably like a couple weeks to get out of here, right? But that will help a lot. Let's bring that to Pew and to Victor and see what they can come up with. They get along. This is good. Uh, and then she'll start kind of walking over to what you can identify as what would have been like the central camp, and you can kind of see that they're like the central tent within the camp, and they can kind of see that they're already starting to bring it down and everything, as they're just the understanding that today is the day that they move. But there's still a makeshift like table. You can kind of see where there's some ruins, and they've kind of put some wood slats on it and kind of kept it up propped by another box. And there's some mappings, still some things that are like pinned, and you see some like daggers kind of staking it to kind of keep it from blowing away should it be an odd breeze. And some other paperweights around. There's some books, some tomes, and behind it you see a Khemri. So it's like Pulam. Um, has a long Fu Manchu style facial hair, but also has um, on at the top of his hair is just instead of like up and neat, he just keeps it long and almost kind of like shaggy. Uh, but bright red skin, typical to Khemri, is with like blue accents and a little bit of yellow around his nose. Still with that traditional, Khemri like nose. His hair is black, though you do see the signs of some graying, just probably from stress and the work that he does. Dressed in how you would imagine, like, Indiana Jones style uh, garb, uh, holding uh, some sort of smaller handheld, hand-sized like tome, looking over it, having some sort of like quill to write in. He's kind of scribbling in something, listening to someone, nods, points, and you can't really make out what they're saying. But then Opal starts walking, and you see Pew's kind of uh, there, sitting on a stool next to the table, his feet up on the table, just listening to him. Sees you guys coming, he's like, "Ah, Victor, these are our friend." Kind of stands up. Crass Menagerie, Victor. Victor Crass Menagerie. Victor is the head of the exploration team out here. Ah, what's up?
Thanks.
Nice to.
Thanks for
It's
having
good to.
us.
Yeah, I mean, any help is welcome. Um, yeah, I just need. I mean, you lot looks strong, and I'm sure you guys can help us carry some things out. I'm told we can trust you guys,
Yeah,
so
we were just discussing maybe carrying isn't the only way we can help you get some stuff out of here.
okay. I'm trying to follow. I mean, we're not gonna get any type of carts or any type of vehicles
No,
through
no,
here.
my wizard friend, our bard friend here can, and even Ben here as well, can move things across long ranges. As long as someone can carry stuff, or at least in Ben's instance, and I think everybody else pretty much as well. As long as somebody's carrying some stuff, they can kind of move them across the continent.
Uh
If they enlarge me and I carry and I pick up the cart.
huh. Sure.
Well, there's nothing that says you can't do that because it just says willing creatures.
Yeah. Willing creatures, and like, well, for the time being, we'll rule as long as it's within your carrying capacity. We'll make it work. Victor's just looking at you like, and he looks at uh, Pew, and then he looks at Opal, understanding Opal. Um, Yeah, they're actually an incredible group. A lot of them have means of teleportation. And you just see him. Wait. That's just real?
Yeah. How do you think we got here so fast? Oh, you don't know. We were in Whitlaw yesterday.
Fucking 11. Damn. Okay. That changes things. And you just see he just like starts to scan behind you, and as you look, you guys catch his gaze, and he's like, there are so many crates. Like, it's stupid. They don't, it's not within logistics, if that makes sense. Just
No,
everything that they've
but
tried to categorize and tried to say is important. You just see that he doesn't understand. Like, to him, everything here is important.
yeah, but you gotta pick the A plus top number one and most important stuff. I would say, right? Because we
What do you mean? Everything here is important. This is like the potentially the
right.
seed, the cradle where we all came from. The secrets to life, the secrets to death, the secrets to cheating death, the secrets to possibly, curing diseases or making people be able to live for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Could be just all here.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Al and Rock and say, "Can you make circle here?"
Al, Rock. I know Al needs to get going here soon, so we're gonna wrap up here in a second.
Uh, maybe some temporary if we steal the stones, but a
No,
big
long
circle.
term, so make multiple trip.
Hmm, I think that involves making a circle and doing that for a long, long time, just like the spire you made.
Oh, take long time. Okay.
Hmm, believe.
I think it's a year.
Um,
Although you can upcast it to get like a month at a time, I think. But you don't have ninth level spells left.
Ben, Raw, basically everyone but Davis will hear hasted footsteps.
My
Victor,
passive
and
perception's good right now because of
oh, that's right, it
the
is.
totem
Sorry, all of
cloak.
you hear it, and you'll see a a, a grayish, almost like ashen colored dwarven figure. She's got uh, white hair into like two Princess Leia like buns, similar garb to much of the heralds. Uh, Victor, we did a head count. I can't find no, but yes, it's Firefly. I did a head count. I can't find Bart or I can't find Sam. That's two generic names. What were their names? Those are the wrong names. Lord.
Jim
I
and
will
Dan.
say Bart and Sam. Fuck it. I'll just go with that. Whatever. Bart and Sam. I don't know where they are. They were. And Victor's like, ugh. Those guys are so stubborn. I'm sure. I think I know where we might be able to find them.
Is this a problem?
Yeah. Bart and Sam. They're two of our younger heralds out here. Uh, they like to be a little bit more risky, and they found a few days back something interesting, and they've been working extra hours. It's been like it's been hard to convince them to leave the rooms they're studying. Pretty sure I know where they are. Just to come with me. Maybe I can use some help to convince them that it's time to go. Maybe some muscle will, I don't know, convince them.
Actually, I'm curious to see
And
if Karo steps forward when he says muscle or not.
What's that?
I'm just curious to see if Karo steps forward or not. If not, Davis will go.
okay.
Because he says he needs some muscle.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. I was like, wait, what? Yeah,
All right.
yeah, Carlos will help out.
Alright, fine.
All right. So whoever is going with Victor, Victor will kind of guide you, and you guys will go kind of further into like the dig site. You guys will kind of take down the scaffolding, kind of using. There's netting set up here, just kind of protecting people. They're not removing this portion. This is going to remain here. It is a little crickety and crockety at places, but you do get there. And then they light up some torches, and about 5 minutes later, you get into where there's a wall, and it seemingly has kind of collapsed in. But there's a big enough crack that leads to another area that they don't know how to access it at this time, but this crack kind of leads you into like a lower chamber. You see that there is some tied up ropes, and you see that down there in the darkness there's some sconces set up on some like stands, allowing for there to be like light sources from different torches. So you do see some light. And Victor calls out, Bart, Sam, Bart, Sam.
Nothing.
You good with a rope? And he just kind of ties it up where, he puts on his gloves and just starts sliding down in there. Takes a flint to his torch and starts walking around. And
James, what are you
for
whispering? James, we can hear whatever
whoever
that is.
follows, so Karos is following? Or who's following?
How far down is the
20 feet. It's about a 15-foot descent down the rope. Like you're not spurlunking, but you're descending down.
Gotcha. Okay, I walk off.
You just, and then what do you do? Just feather fall?
Nah, I do the feather fall, yeah.
Yeah. And then as you land, he just looks at you like,
I
that's a
roll
neat trick.
I roll my eyes and just rappel down normally, like a normal
Yeah.
person.
And as you're kind of heading again, as you see, the lights kind of illuminating, and it flickers because it's the flames, and you see again just a lot of detail, and you see that some of the walls here almost have like feathers carved into the stone, and just again different iconography of animals and symbols and all that. And as you're going, keep tracking, you do start to hear the sound of some individuals further down. Help! 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 And that's what we'll call the session.